So I'm lagging, trying to log in, really hoping it doesn't crash on me as I try to log in. Thinking about it, and then it did it. Ah, great. So maybe no Ritz, I don't know. Basically what's going on is I'm having trouble logging in when I'm streaming. So I try to avoid doing it, but this time I was a little bit jumping the gun here. So it's kind of my own fault, but let's see what I can turn off. Well, I certainly don't need magic carpet on. That might be it though. That's not good. All right. So basically, today I finished my flowers for J Heart's contest for this month, which leaves Bed Bath & Beyond I did for DDA. That one is already submitted. It's just an old house I'm resubmitting. We have BMW, which is the Skyrim contest, which I've submitted my my Breeze Home rebuild. And then that leaves mental health for Housing's Finest, which we can work on a little bit today. What that is you're supposed to create for this month a build that reflects either mental health issues or self-care type build. And I was going to build my office knowing it's not going to win, but also just to do something a little modern, which I've never done before, and to, you know, it's where my mental health is. Streaming, that kind of thing. It's important to me to connect with you guys, and that's how I do it, you know? So, thank you for the follow to, oh wow, lots of good people. Kaio Mishiru, Absinthe Mind. I will send you all gifts when I get to that point. I'm just trying to finish off a couple of writs, and then we're gonna move on to looking at houses. Looking at houses and then building houses. I also know that there's some going on in EU, which I'm going to try to pay more attention to. And then there's the Discord contests, which are all, I think right now, I think they're all in voting. But there's ESO Housing Network, which is linked below. You should join. I don't think they're getting a lot of attention, and I think that they deserve more attention than they're getting. And then Ouroboros is another one right below. And I'm a member of both, and they're really nice because people ask questions about how to do things and examples of stuff, and they get answers. And it's cross platform, so you'll see a lot of people from, you know, like Xbox that you maybe didn't know or haven't had any exposure to. Now you can kind of see their stuff, and it's a good way of broadening your horizons. Hey, Delisha. Sup? I am being lazy and doing my writs instead of doing them beforehand. I'm late today, so my cat keeps getting me up. He's been like crazy. He's got so much energy. Are you staying healthy? Is everyone in your family healthy? I'm like worried about everyone right now because, you know, obvious reasons. I feel like we're living in a disaster movie. Although with Netflix, which I suppose is a little less. Oh no. Is she doing okay? Yeah. Oof, rough. I just know my sister's father-in-law has it, and he's got issues. Um, my husband's cousin had it. He was hospitalized, but he's out now. So it seems like a lot of people that I knew are recovering. I'm just staying in lockdown because I'm very at risk. And I'm an introvert, so that's okay with me. Or do you have to still work or can you work from home? Okay. I think there's going to be more people doing that, honestly. And will be good for the earth, less pollution and whatnot. But to be honest, I'm already working from home, so. I think now they're finally realizing that we can be trusted to work from home and not screw around, you know? Like, I think they were always afraid that they can't keep tabs on us if we're working from home. Well, there's ways to keep tabs on us. And if we get our work done, what difference does it make anyway? But I think it'll be better for the earth in general if most people don't have to deal with going into work. Less traffic, less pollution, less frustration. Lots of benefits. Anyway, we're just going to finish up this one character and then I'll start looking at houses. Are you entering any of the upcoming contests? We pull open if ESO Housing Network has any right now. Global events. Well, they have finished theirs up. That was experiments gone wrong. I don't know. I think number 1 was Floating Things by Lilith. In fact, we should go check that out. And it was a 30 slot entry, so I don't know if I know which home it is. Maybe she took it apart already because 30 slots is like small. No? Yeah, I was having trouble, to be honest with you, entering anything. But I think I'm going to be okay because I started doing bad builds, and for whatever reason, that seems to have opened up my creativity. So I'm feeling a little better about that. Hold on, I need a 14-dayer. Here we go. I was just stuck. I wanted everything to be perfect, and sometimes things aren't going to be perfect. And the only way to get your creativity restarted is just to allow yourself to be bad at things. Which, luckily, I am. I'm very bad at things, so I'm not worried about it. Alright, so where did Lilith have her built? Oh, it doesn't even tell you whose it is. Oh, that's not good. I can't look at them. Oh, come on, it's a Republican government. They're going to do that to you. And not only that, I found the country of origin or, you know, ancestry question to be offensive. I put American. So fuck them. It was not a government thing. This is a Republican thing. So they can go F themselves right in the butt. They're just being their closed-minded, non-accepting, shaming, horrible selves with that census. And I resent that greatly, because as a genealogist, the more information, the more accurate information, the better, right? But not with this government, because who the hell knows what they're going to do with it? I mean, persecute people with it? Possibly. So, no thank you. You can just F the hell off. Jerks. Too bad it wasn't a different government. Oops. Thank you for the follow. Kalsabakva. Trying to think of how to say that properly. Kalsabakva. I hope I said that right. Let me switch. And we'll get on Big Me and we'll do housing stuff. So yeah, that's what my annoyance is with that. Moo! Thank you. My husband is asking all these questions now about Twitch, and he had no idea just how complicated it is to get started and get things going. Not that he's going to actually do it, but because he's following some people, and he's like, wait, I don't understand. Why don't they have anything, why can't you watch their videos after they've happened like they can with yours? And I'm like, because I have it set up that way and other people don't. You know, it's like it's nothing magical about it. Alright, there we go. That should probably load up. It's not easy stuff. It's really annoying. So yeah, I was irritated about that too, but I took care of it already. In my own little rebellious way. But yeah, so it doesn't look like ESO Network has anything right now. Let's look at Ouroboros. Do they have anything competition-wise? Oh! Moo! Okay, so... Huh? What? Moo! I'm trying to see what year what date this is. I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh, never mind. That was old. Yeah, but there's it's hard to get stuff set up. It is not simple. Like with all of the different, like I didn't know that you can't do shout outs and whatnot without kind of having like a separate program. Like Streamlabs chatbot is what I have to have running in order to allow people to do those shout outs and to take control of, you know, all sorts of stuff. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please just load. Please just load. Yay! Loaded! Woot! Where's my Azabi? Azabi! Where the hell are you? There you are. Gotta send people stuff. I send potatoes and other stuff. Ah! I forgot to take that off. Alright. So, Shurai. I realized yesterday that I was adding too much info. Thank you for the follow. Now, you get a pumpkin. Okay. And now for the potatoes. Nico Torn. Thank you, C-Code. I appreciate that. Nico Torn. Hope I spelled that right. That did not. Why did you change? Don't you hate when you type in something and it like completely changes it to something else? I don't know why the mail works this way. It's so stupid. Not that it worked anyway. Kayu Mashiru. You get the potato. We're going to be looking at some of Kayu Mashiro's houses today. Or at least one. Absinthe. Mind 3. Thank you. Thanks for the follow. Sorry for the delays here. I think I saw... Nope. Kalsa back. The 1982. I don't have the trout. That's J-Heart. I suck. He's the trout man. You're on C-Code. You're on EU, I think. Yeah, you're on EU, but you got a potato on this side anyway. All right, so let us check out a rando. Pachoo, pachoo, tweet, 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 tweet. We've got Changuita. Let's see if there's somebody here I don't know. Jenny Tothrice. Hello, the Lunar Champion. I do not know that person. We have the funniest birds in the backyard. They just make the funniest noises sometimes. Pachoo, pachoo, tweet, 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 tweet. Why is he troutless? Was it too dirty? Because you know what it was supposed to mean. It was supposed to be, I believe, a penis. Tweet, 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 tweet. Rimmon Temple. Okay, so right off the bat, really good lighting. We've got effects. Sadness. Do you know what I like about the lighting here? When you first come in, well, Daedric lighting is always very bright. I like that. But with these curved walls, it like reflects off the walls. It's just a very nice initial view. That's an effect. Tweet, 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 tweet. Lots of ivory, although this one's floating. You may want to right-click this sucker and put it down a little bit. Oh, neat. Is that snow? I think that's snow. I think they have snow falling. Cute. I think people are... Oh, it's a pole. Where's Azabi? She usually likes to hang out with the pole dancers. That's Azabi for you. We've got portals. I think this is fairy dust, but I'm not positive. Hold on a second. Somebody was telling me something yesterday, and it happened to be Mr. Sparkles Falling? Can it be Sparkles Falling? It's not fairy dust. But they're not falling. That's odd. I don't know. I don't know which one this is. Because they're not moving. I'm ashamed to say I don't know which ones these are. But at least I'll admit it. Okay. Let me just close out my notifications because they bug me. Alright. Hull of the Colossus. Oh, we've got stuff down here. Cool. I think the mail just arrived. Puppy dog. Where's my light? There we go. If you've never done the HOTLC quests for Mournhold, you really should do it, if only to get this light. And it's a memento, and it's really helpful, not just for looking at housing, but also if you're ever doing urns, like if you're doing the urn runs in, whoa, what's under here? Just a dirt thing? That's odd. Maybe it's under construction. But if you're ever doing an urn run, it helps to have that light, because otherwise it's hard to really see what you're looking at. You know, which ones are empty, which ones aren't. So I would recommend getting that quest line done and getting the memento. Cute little area over here. Some extra spaces left. We're only at 6:15. That's ingenious. I have not seen people use rocks for that, for like a landing before, but it works. What is this bucket? Is this a bucket? It's a bucket. It's a bucket, folks. That's just a sitting area. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I like this. I like that a lot. You can watch the waterfall under you. I wonder if we have a Bosmer here, because we have a bladder. And a portal back to the front. That's actually very convenient. Thank you. Okay. Second area. My least favorite area. People need to know that they can build up in here. Why is the guar eating meat like that? That's gross. Aren't they plant eaters? We've got a trophy room. Poor guar, being forced to eat other animals. I feel like this person has a vision for this house, though. Like, that's very specific, having that mushroom over there by itself. I wonder what the story is. It's always interesting to me when you find, like, very specifically placed things, like, not just a garden or something, but there's a specific choice made. So I was like, what's the story? This is pretty. And probably less of a chance of getting some sort of mold infection. Uh-oh. With fresh air and everything, you can probably avoid the mold. I like the lining of the garden with these rocks. Okay, is there anything in the house? Can we go in the house? Really pretty garden. This was obviously this person's favorite side. Ah, that's pretty. The candle groups and everything. Okay, so I've told Kaio Mishiru I would check things. Let's see if I've seen all of their stuff. I don't think so. But it would tell me. Kaio Mishiru. Oh, there. have seen they're enchanted. Doesn't mean we can't go back, but exorcised. Have I seen they're exorcised? Does not appear so. Alright, let's go there. She said, witch's house, there's a spider in the ceiling. Okay, let's check it out. Let me see how many, if I'm dropping packets. I'm not, I'm still live, okay. We've got spooky. Alright, so no effects, 297 items. Right off the bat, I like this combination of not being able to really see anything that well. Wow, they made it perma-night with those Daedric roof stuff. There is a lot of fog. Somebody bought a lot of the witches, Mists of the Hagfen, and a lot of these black spiral things, because this is more than the space it would take up for just one. There's too many of them. Looks great, it just costs them either gold or money. Got a little witch's crafting area over here. Crystals growing in the back. This is quite spooky. I never know what to do with my spider stuff. This is kind of inspirational ideas for spider thingies. Got the cemetery over here. This is quite spooky. There's something extra spooky about it. I like this, using this for the entryway, so you know, making use of a lot of these things that I just have no idea what to do with. So it's a Mafala shrine, which would make sense that there's a spider in the ceiling. Ew, yeah there is. Which spider is that? I don't recognize that spider. That's a biggin. Does anyone recognize that spider? That's a weird spider. Super creepy. Very creepy. Everyone's dead today, so we'll just pretend like you're not. Alright, let's go to open houses again. Okay, Janito's Spice, we did Psychothan, Ramoth 77, Ebonheart Inn. Ebony flask. Come on. Whoa, is this closed off? No, this is just an entryway thing. Interesting. They have running water in here. Oh, it's a sauna. Oh, well done. And there's effects in here, at least some of which are the steam. Oh, it's all steam. Okay. Neat. I like this a lot with the little cloth things and everything. Really good. Sometimes just a very only with 27 items too. They even have more slots. That's amazing. Really well done with the orcish stages and whatnot. So good job. I like that. I don't know that person, so that's always nice to run into somebody new who's good. Wizard of Core, Castle Wrath, Daggerfall Overlook. Not my favorite home, but we'll see what they've done with it. It's sort of like want to buy a Daggerfall and then close the whole damn thing off and only use the front and the bottom. Like the front before the house and then the water. I've seen people do it that way, and I think I might, if I ever need a house, I might do the same thing. Because I don't like the interior. It's so dismal. Excuse me. 523 items, 22 effects. Castle Wrath. Let's head on up. Ooh, spooky with the lightning. Stables, treasure. You can't just leave your treasure out here. At least put a cage around it. Somebody's gonna walk off with all your treasure, dude. Just ain't right. Somebody making bone broth, I assume. Lots and lots of, Is this a guild house, I wonder? Oh, this is awesome. Not gonna do it, but this is awesome. Hey, somebody put a walkway up there. How do you even get there? Interesting. I didn't know there was a way to do a walkway up there. Hi, Perdita. We're checking out in at Castle Wrath on NA by Wizard of Core, which I'm not entirely sure whether or not it's a guild house or not, because there were some stones out front. What are those stones called? I never remember the name of them. Oh, wait, let's go up first. Such a dark house. You would have to reskin the whole thing to make it less dark, I think. My only suggestion for you, Wizard, because you've done a fine job for portraying a Castle Wrath of just, you know, a dark kind of scary feel, which is a little bit, I mean, obviously what you're going for, at least a little bit. So what I would suggest for you, the only suggestion I would make, is try to add a little bit more light in places, because for whatever reason, maybe because the lights are off, I don't know, it's, why are all the lights off? It's really dark in here, and it's hard to see anything, so the lights being on would help a lot. Maybe that's why my judgment's off about whether or not it's bright or dark enough, because, what are these portals? Yeah, these are portals. Oh, crafting station. So this must be a guild house. This must be a master guild house type of deal, from the looks of it. Okay. And then this is the, you jump down from above and end up here. All right. So I'll show you where we're at with, I'll show you where we're at with my house. It's not very good, but for Housing's Finest, we're doing, this month is mental health. Excuse me, yawn. And so I'm recreating my office, or at least parts of my office, because that's where my mental health is. It is. And you can do it in a multitude of ways. You can do it either, you know, a mental health positive place or whatever. Right now, obviously, it doesn't look terribly much like my house or my apartment or my apartment, listen to me, or my anything. But it's just the first throwing some things down that I need here kind of stuff. There will be more coming. I'm just, at this point, this is going to be my stand-in. Because that's obviously me. I'm not very tall, am I? Oh, goodness, I'm not even centered. Oh, I know, I could put one on his head. It is me, isn't it? Let me see. I'll be the main, and then I'll have a potato head. There you go. That's my stand-in. Okay, have fun and enjoy. But that's me for right now. In my office. Fascinating, isn't it? Alright, let's go look at some other people's houses, because there's a couple here I've been skipping over and waiting for people to be here, and they're not here, so we're gonna just do them anyway. So there, haha. Chrysea's oh no, Chinguita's moonsugar. Oh, I know that feeling. Cats are buttheads. So if you're in one of my guilds, I am buying furniture right now. Furniture, lights, things like that. So I may buy some of your stuff on NA. Well, sometimes they are. Sometimes they're assholes, Chrysia, you gotta admit. So we're gonna do your next house next. House Omerta. Cinquita. So Omerta is in Italian, and it's basically like a honor, or usually has something to do with the criminal underworld of Italy. It's the code of Omerta, where you don't show each other honor, you don't, you do show each other honor, you don't screw anybody over, kind of thing. Interesting choice of names. Maybe they're not going with that. It became popularly known, I think, when the book was published known as Omerta. My grandfather even read that book. And he was Italian. It was just a very popular book. I started to. It wasn't very good. I didn't like it. I gave it up. But then again, I was a kid when I was reading it, so who knows? It could have been fine, and it just wasn't my thing. Who knows? Hold on a second. Almost done. But I'm just curious to see how this fits in with Omerta. So we'll see. Okay. Beautiful colors. Oh, this is wild. Is this like a circus? Or a Bandari meet? They're empty. Are people living in these things? Very lush. Look at all the trees and everything. There's something going on. I haven't put my finger on it. I think there's a dream shard in here somewhere to light it up. Oh, I forgot to say to Cardi yesterday. Cardi was in our channel yesterday, and I was telling him bugs and stuff that we're dealing with EHT, you know, smaller bugs. The linked items bug is the biggest one. He was so thankful that Crisea, that UI and Bayushi have been helping people on the forums and elsewhere. I don't know how much he knows about that though. With doing, like, you know, questions about EHT and helping people with troubleshooting and whatnot. Wow, there is a lot going on in here. But we talked about that, but what I did forget to tell him was there was another issue with EHT. Crap, it totally slipped my mind. Oh no, please, you do the major troubleshooting. Like, there are things that I did not know that I just learned. Like, did you know that if you're in someone else's house and you go here, whoops, you can see what the effects are they used? That I did not know. I just learned that. That's new. I was so excited to learn that. I was like, holy shit! Because I've always wanted to know what the effects. So this is clearly Cold Harbor water turned orange. Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about, Chris. You know all this stuff. I don't. I learn it from you, and then I try to help people with it. But yeah, there is a linked items bug that he does know about that looks like a target, and he's going to be working on. But he's so busy all the time, you know. It's like I feel bad dumping anything on him. Well, that's cute. I was thinking about doing a miniature house, but I don't have it in me. Or they don't. Like, only one moves. Like, if you move the I forget what it was, but well, I mean, I know that the problem is that Bayushi's animations and other things aren't working because of it, and so she can't. Like, some of her houses this is gorgeous. Some of her houses are just flat out broken that were used to work, so she can't really do that with animations. So, oh, this is cool. This is very pretty, yeah. So that's the problem there. So she can't really do that. Well, he said he knows what the problem is now, and he's going to work on it. So that's cool. There is a lot of pretty in this house. Goodness. Well, I noticed yesterday that when I was moving, you know that command where you can say move as a group, and you just check that checkbox, and then you move one, and then they're all supposed to move like with each other like that. I've noticed that if you move to a second house, paste, and then try to do that again, you can't. It just doesn't move the other items. Who the hell knows why, right? But, oh gosh, there's so much going on here, and it's so pretty. That's funny. Oh my goodness, I just realized what this is. So, it's either a telescope looking at something, or it's a gun that shot that into the air. I'm assuming that's a telescope, though. It's just the laser beam thingy. Well, what I like to do is when I paste something a lot of times in a second house, I'll use the move as a group to move things without linking. just using that move as a group tick box so that I can move it to precisely where I want it rather than using arrows or whatnot. But obviously, like I said, that's not working when you go to a second house. I don't know why. Goodness, there's a lot going on in here. I'm not complaining, it's just there's a lot. So I'm thinking of this mostly as like a Bandari meat, is what I'm thinking. Can't imagine what else it would be. Forgive me for using their tables and whatnot, but they're here and why not? Well, that's the problem I'm having. I didn't mention that one to him. Huh. I hadn't thought of that. Seems like an awful lot of work around, but I can do it if I need to. You know? He's too busy. We gotta do what we gotta do. I don't resent that at all. So, I gotta ask you, Chrysaea, you posted a bunch of pictures of houses. Like real houses. I didn't think that was your field of work, but apparently that's also your field of work. Am I high? Do you do that too? Like regular house design? Good Lord. I didn't get up on those platforms, but everything else I've done, I need to find where the platforms start. You're just an attorney. You're so creative, it's kind of sick. Creative, smart brains. You got it all. Your hubby did well with you. And you're nice, which is like the worst part. I should be able to hate you, but I can't because you're so nice. Crack me up. This is pretty. I like this because the high views in, oh, clever. We put the shard here. The views up high in Moonsugar are just gorgeous. No, I would never hate you. Oh, please. You know I couldn't hate you. You're too nice. Look at all of the stuff here. There's just so much. I don't know how she managed to fit it all. All right, we're going to yours now. Grymhearth. Whoa! Your timing is good. And now I'm officially out of coffee. Time to text the husband. Officially out of coffee. Sent. Alright. Just a normal questing house, she says as I walk in and see a first gorgeous cobble. That's beautiful. You guys see how beautiful this is? So, you're using... This is beautiful. Tapestries combined with the furnishings. Also, this is one of those holders, right? The beer holders or keg holders for dark elves. Upside down, it looks like it makes a great table. Table legs, rather. And then you've combined the elsewhere chair with one of the dark elf chairs to make it have a better cushion. I like that. Is that 2 of them? This is 2 leathers on the side. Oh yeah, now I see it. To make it more angled properly. This is 2 of those wood Merkmar candle staff things with a Nordic candle on the bottom, I'm guessing, hanging from snakes on a rope. That is really creative. And we've got a party table type thing here. Lots of booze. Another. Oh, nice. I think you figured something else out. I have a feeling it probably bugged you that none of these couches actually have cushions. So you put the Khajiit chair or settee type thing inside of it so that it had cushions. That's really funny. Probably was driving you nuts. Huh. There's winter outside. Well, I guess in Grymhearth's Whoa, that makes a lot of sense. It's almost like a... What's the word I'm thinking of? I know that it's more of a view of outside, but to me it almost looks like a snow globe. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like you're in a snow globe. I know it's supposed to be that you could just open the doors and walk outside, but it reminds me so much of a snow globe. Oh, cool. So here's another table, made with other tables, or those carved desks, I think. It just made it round, so it looks like a wood table now. All right, I'll see you later, Perdita. Thanks for stopping by. I'm thinking this is an oven, not a dishwasher, but it could be either if you ask me. Or a stove, rather. And we're filling up the sink with snow, as one does. As I do. What on... Is that just ice? Did you just use pieces of ice as the background to make it look like a freezer box? Is that just like the top, very tops? This is Chrysaea. Okay. What's that? I can't see what the second level is. Hold on a second. Oh, those are the fishies. Okay. The bottoms of ice. Okay, I was wondering. Little details, folks. Always got details. Oh, forget it. You need to go to every single one of her houses. They're all insane. She's got all the cobbles. Oh, look at these stairs! Out of chests. Another toilet. I'm screenshotting these. I'll try not to send them to you. Oh, okay, I'll go back. I'm usually good about catching that shit. I don't know why I didn't see it. Okay. Oh, pretty. Very pretty. Indra lamps, a wheel, and a Nordic pot. And an incense burner. I think that's it. This is Grymhearth, yeah. Reskin walls with brick. And then roof is painting here. Multiple level. Good God. Beautiful. All right, we've got a nice couch. desk. Desk with a enchanty thing buried in it. Another couch. Okay, so look at the suitcase! All you had to do was turn it on its side and it looks like a suitcase. There's something else there though. There's two of them. That's what it is. There's two suitcases to make it look like one. I was trying to figure it out. Not going outside yet. Buckthorn. Am I missing any lights other than the little storage stuff hidden up there? Wow, that is pitch black. You managed to only have just this tiny little bit of reflective blue. That's impressive because it makes it look like you're looking outside at night. Oh, I love your dress. Dresses. Yeah, you show me this one. This is insane. That stove, though. You've started to use those red things. I know, right? She had shown me that. That's the only reason why I'm not screaming with squee. But the stove has got me. It's something to do with the red trunks that are... it's so good. Makeup. You used to make these with EHT, but now you figured out a way how to do it with just real things. Really clever. Oh, for the future. Oh, a sewing machine. Of course a sewing machine. Of course. Of course it's insanely good. So if for the future reference, I do have a whole bunch of pictures of cabinetry. So if you do want to do cabinets, another cobbled bed, we can do cabinets in the future because I have a whole bunch of them. Like people have done things like this, like combining cabinetry in clever ways. So that's just something to keep in the back of your mind for future stuff. Oh, I almost missed this. What is that? No, seriously, what is this? How did you make those? What are those? Wait a minute. Those are turtles. Are these the side tables? The little night tables? That's honestly one of the most brilliant things I've seen. That's gorgeous. Beautiful. Aww. Baby. And toys. Cute. Let me see if I missed a light or something. I did. Don't think I did. No. Okay. Wow. Really, really spectacular. I love it. So good. Did I miss anything? Good. It's just beautiful. I really, really like what you've done here. I love that you incorporated the outside. Wait, I'm stuck. I'm not stuck. I'm just standing here looking at rock. I love that you incorporated the outside. Now the sewing machine. I'm trying to figure out. Incense thingy upside down. That's what that is. Wow. All of these beautiful details. I love that you use this because it bunches up just perfectly as if you're actually sewing it. Well done. Alright, we're gonna head over to EU. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I will never compare, and that's okay, because I do my own thing. We all do our own things. All right, let me see. I hate your server, guys. No, it's true. It's true. Everyone does something a little different. Even beginners. I've seen some amazing things from beginners that I never thought of. All right, I will be right back while this is loading. I'm going to take a quick break. It'll just be a moment. Okay. I'm not hating on EU, I just can't connect. It's giving me reasons. It's giving me reasons to not connect. To hate on it, rather, than to not connect. If it doesn't work this time, I'm gonna have to beat it up. I have almost nothing enabled. Add-on-wise. And I'm not even using Steam, so if I can't get on this time, we're gonna have to call it, because it's just being stupid. Come on. Come on. I've had a lot of trouble mainly with EU. Like the other day I couldn't get on either, and I have almost nothing enabled. But with NA I can usually get around the problems if I don't use Steam. Oof, that's not good. Back up your stuff, people. Back up your EHT especially. That's a really good idea. I think I'm just gonna save it in another folder. Yeah, from my research and my husband's research, Steam and ZOS are having trouble communicating. Their servers are having trouble communicating. So logging in often, there's a lot of trouble here at this particular point. The loading screen. Words are hard today. But I'm not using Steam right now, so there's no really any excuse for it. So I'm not really sure what's going on here, other than things are sucking. But I know that, you know, Steam is an added problem on top. But I am going to be working on my house tomorrow. I'm going to buy a lot of the materials that I'm going to need, and then we'll do some building on the stream. So we're here though, so we can do things. We can look at stuff and things. Yeah, I'm building my house that looks like an office. Yes. For a mental health contest in Housing's Finest. Andromea. Ma Petite Lubie. Velothi Reverie. I gotta look this up because it's a cute name. I'm sure someone knows it and will find it before I say so, but so for me, my mental health relies upon the game, my office, you know, everything. So I'm using Captain Margot's. It says I like petite when I tried to translate it. I like petite. I don't know what that means, but I don't. Wow, look at that lighting. Huh, lots of it. Somebody likes Sithis. Or Dark Mother, rather. Dark Mother, Dark Mother. Alright, we've got some evil. Ooh, look at that. That is some nice cabinet work. That's handcrafted. And we've got an action scene. Okay? So we've got movement because the banekin moves, the candle moves, this thing moves. But we've also got an action scene because something has happened. The banekin has knocked over the cage, it looks like, and knocked a potion on the floor while doing so. And possibly knocked this mushroom off, or the mushroom is just growing downward. I haven't figured it out. But he's definitely causing problems. What is that thing on the bottom? What is that? Obviously, I know what the plant is, but what's the thing on the bottom? Is that part of it? Huh. I don't recognize it at all. It's great. I just don't know what this portion of the plant is. Alright, let's go down the basement. Ooh! What a pretty fountain, yet twisted, kind of weird fountain with the gravestones. Very creative home, actually. I don't usually like dark, like as in scary dark, but this is kind of like a pretty scary. Very strange. Well, there's a way of using the Balrath remnant that I hadn't seen before. A bunch of them, actually. This could be super bright if you wanted to mess with it. Look, I'll turn them back off, but that's some serious firepower. Actually, I kind of like how it looks better. But I'll turn them off. It's obviously not what they wanted. But if it were me, I'd leave them on because I think they look great. Alright, we did go downstairs. Alright, upstairs. Did we do upstairs? Stabby has no brain. Oh. Oh, oh, nice. That has an added benefit. Because if you wanted it to be really bright, although it makes it look like it's on fire, you could have that on. That is neat. Hello. I never have brain. This cat is so gross. Poor thing. It never should have been brought back to life. So we've got some nice wallpaper, which they managed to do in a curve, which is hard to do. Oh, that's clever. That hand thing, or at least it's a tusk, but it looks like it's a hanger. That's really clever. I like that a lot. Oh, look at the cabinetry on the bottom. How on earth? That's a table sideways. That is really neat. Wow. It's like subtle. A lot of the cobbles are really subtle. And I like that. You know? It's like sometimes you don't even know that you're looking at a cobble. You have to like really just... Sorry, loud noise outside. You have to really force yourself. Oh my goodness, there's a lot going on here. Yeah, it was great. There's some really awesome cobbles in here. Kitty litter box in case you have to go. Sunken down Hope of Rivenspire. But what's up here? Oh, a little place to pray. I wonder if you could... Oops, whoops. Well, that answers that. I was saying, I wonder if you could build up high and get some pretty views. But the views are kind of... meh. Grass is on. I guess it's an okay view. Not the best view in the world. Then again, maybe I just don't like Deshawn all that much. But this is nice. Really nice. Good job, Andromea. Asenah. Whistling Creek. That is true. You could always put outside of bounds. You may have to use EHT for it. If it's far enough back, EHT is really necessary, but for the flower arrangement one. Here's my suggestion for the flower arrangement one, Crazy. Use a container that's unusual. Find a container, like a bathtub or something odd, and work from there. Whatever the container is where I think the creativity can come from. So we've got Asenah, and this is very floral. Look at the baby with the papa or the mama. Oh, that'd be neat. There's nothing saying you can't. I think you could be really super creative by doing something unexpected in response to his contest, you know? Lovely. I like the use of the flowers with the coral. Oh, look, they added an extra little area here. $30 items. Did he limit it to 30? I have to make sure that I double check that. I might have messed that up. I'll double check if I went over 30. I can remove some plants if I did. I don't think I went over 30 though. Look at the little clutter. Clutter's really good. Oh, I hope my lights don't count because I have lights above it. And there's no limit on the one that's non-flower, right? The non-flower flower. I love this view. Chrysaea did an amazing Sleek Creek. If you ever want to see a stunning Sleek Creek, I should remember it myself. Good, 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 because I have a lot of bowls in that one. I don't think I could do it with 30 items. This is very cluttered, in a good way. That's a compliment, by the way. For those of you who may not be familiar with the term, it does not mean bad thing. It just means you have a lot of stuff going on, which is good. Let me do one more, and I'm kind of petering out here. We'll do a niawyn, because there's so many niawyns left. What's a big one? Princely Dawnlight. Now, niawyn likes to put things very organized. So, like, things are very neat. Even food is placed nicely. I have this theory that there's like a whole team of maids that follows him around from place to place cleaning up. Him or her. Because everything looks so neat. Kind of want to makes me like knock something over just to mess with him in a little bit. I'm a terrible person. So we're full here, 700 out of 700. Got a little stable over there. Oh, I see, I see. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the fact that both of them are you would think. I have to say, I'm a little disappointed that both are mini builds. I know it's easier for him, but what's easier for him isn't always the best thing to be doing for builders to challenge us and keep us interested. You know, it's one of those things that maybe one mini build, one non-mini build would be better. Just a thought. Because frankly, it's like I have a whole bunch of mini builds, all of them stuck in the back of houses now, just sitting there because I don't have a way to really display them, and I don't want to have a mini build taking up a whole house. So it's like just this random ass area of mini builds. And I'm kind of over it a little. Sad. This is very elegant. I suppose. I guess I could, but it seems like a waste of a house. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Maybe I'll buy a house just for that. It's less about the display and more about the fact that I'm kind of not into mini builds as much. And it just feels incomplete. Right? I took that down. I took it down. Kitchen. You know, this doesn't even feel like 700 items. And it's not because they've done anything wrong. It's because it's this house. Yeah. This house just sucks items in and you're like, where did all my item slots go? Yes, it is. I know what you mean. But I am going to call it. I've got a little bit of a fever again. I can feel it. And thank you, Niawyn, for letting me see another one of your beautiful homes. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just the item count is limiting. But for what the item count is, you've made a very elegant and inviting home. So, good job. Thanks, me too. I'll send you some screenies from this later. And I will catch you all later tomorrow. Bye.